welcome back to my channel. So it's Global Hazards, Our Natural World, Component 1. Okay, so we're going to talk about climate zones. So I find this part quite useful. So it's hot and wet, where air rises at the equator, and the Amazon rainforest is quite hot and wet there, and this is low pressure, mostly be found there. So it's hot and dry, where air sinks at the tropics, low pressure, and there's unsettled weather around 60 degrees north and south as cool air mixes with warm air. I'd say the UK actually is 53 degrees north from the equator. So yeah, nice piece of information, I guess. So anyways, the 4 climate zones. We've got the desert climate zone, got desert, polar, temperate and tropical. So desert, so you've got desert. So an example of a desert country is Sahara Desert. Yes, nice. You've got the UK, which is a temperate climate zone, is in the temperate climate zone. Tropical climate zone is Brazil, and polar climate zone is Antarctica. So what are the factors that affect temperature? One is the sun's rays. So the sun's insolation, basically. So over here, you see my finger. Over here, the sun's rays are more concentrated, so it's more likely to be hotter there, and this is like near the equator. So the sun's rays can also be spread out over here, and that's where like the UK is, and that's why it's and then that causes some countries to be colder and colder than others. The land and sea also affects the temperature. So land and sea here. So water is slower to heat up than land, but stays warm for longer, which is a nice piece of information. Yeah. So another thing that temperature is affected by is by altitude. So how high above you are from the ground. So the higher you are above the ground, the colder you're going to be, and that's because there's low pressure, and low pressure is caused, and that's because there's less air pushing the air thing down. So it's going to be colder. Nice. So cloud cover. So if it's quite cloudy, then it's probably going to be colder compared to if it's not cloudy, like it was today. It's quite warm, I guess. Cloud cover reflects the sun's rays. Nice to know. So winds and ocean, and surface winds and ocean currents move the heat around the world, which is nice to know. Again, nice. Okay, so this is the albedo effect. So high albedo effect reflects the sun's rays, and some surfaces have low albedo effect. So let's talk about high albedo effect, and these reflect the sun's rays. So mostly polar ice. So because it's white, so it won't absorb the sun's rays because it's lighter, and because it's ice. I see. But the tropical rainforest has trees and a lot of tree cover, and this is the low albedo effect. So a low albedo effect is found in the rainforest, and that's because the trees absorb the energy from the sun, so it's going to be like wet there. So yeah, nice. Anyways, the hottest and coldest places on Earth, which you can't live because it's too dangerous unless you're extremophile. I think that's what it's called. Some science knowledge, even though we don't need to learn that because it's not in advanced information. Anyways. Okay, I'm good. Oh, something went up my nose, I don't even know what. So Iran. So Lut Desert, for example, and the highest temperature was 70.7 degrees in 2005. So this is found in the Tropic of Cancer. So one way you can differentiate Tropic of Cancer from Tropic of Capricorn. Capricorn is found on your foot. You can get corns on your foot. That's how one of my teachers remembered it, and I told my other teacher that I have now. And yeah, it was just kind of awkward. Anyways, so yeah, there's a lot of like the insolation is intense, and there are no clouds to reflect the sun's rays, so it's quite hot, and I think it has high pressure. Surface is dark lava, which has a low albedo effect, which just absorbs the sun rays. Then we're going to move on to the Antarctica, where the degrees was like, well, it's the coldest place on Earth, negative 89.2 degrees, and this is because the sun's rays are less intense, so low albedo effect. And the ice reflects these rays. No one lives there permanently. What was I going to say? Yeah, nice. Gucci. Oh no. Anyways, I don't know. I'm not gonna be. Okay, stop waffling. I'm doing a geography video. Sorry about wasting time. So precipitation is caused by water falling from the air. So we've got 3 different types. Let's look at this prettier thing. Diagram. So you've got relief, frontal, and convectional. So frontal is caused by warm air and cold air meeting each other, and then a front is formed. These fronts create a cloud, which then results in rain. Convectional rainfall is when the sun warms the ground, which heats up the air and rises, and it causes the rain. Okay. So how is relief rainfall caused? The wind hits the. I do not know. I'm really sorry. Snap. So yeah, so the warm air rises and the wind hits the mountains, and then the warm air cools and condensing, and then there's rain. So why are some areas windy? So I'm basically using these diagrams for active recall. So hopefully it helps. I don't know. So wind is movement from high pressure to low pressure. So the greater the pressure, the stronger the wind. Nice to know. So why are winds windy? So nice. So trade winds are caused by high pressure to low pressure. Just remember, like particles, like there's a definition for it. No, particles per unit volume, I think, or something like that. Anyways, this is supposed to be a tropical storm, so large storms with strong rotating winds. These are usually low pressure. Tornadoes are very strong winds, and these are found in a Hurricane Valley in the USA. You've got cataplastic winds, which is air flowing downhill, and you've got jet streams, which are strong winds, 25 kilometers an hour. I don't know how fast that is because I'm not good with numbers, but I think it's fast. And you've got changing patterns, tropical storms. You've got tropical storms and droughts. Polar opposites, just because. I don't know. Okay, I'm waffling. Anyways, tropical storms are found over oceans. Tropical storms are heavy rain, so then that causes strong wind and coastal flooding. And an example of this is, what did we learn? Oh snap. Typhoon Haiyan, yes. So high speeds of over oceans with 25 degrees and 60 meters deep, and that's a good criteria for the Coriolis effect. Oh my gosh, it's nearly 10 minutes. So hurricanes, typhoons in Japan, cyclones in India, and hurricanes in the USA. Did you know that depending on where it's found, like the names differ? Anyways, droughts, rain changing from high to low. I think I know, changing evaporation patterns and dry soil. Hopefully this helps. Yeah, this is a different topic. Anyways, hope this helps. Bye.